Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. My, Geralt. Not bad at all. And you've even a mask. Just not the kind required.
Huh?
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I brought you one. Put it on.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress, there on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Do you fear taking a bath?
She ought to be in one of the alcoves.
Have you seen the Skelliger Isles?
Consider yourself greeted.
Put your own house in order first.
How very stone subtle
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Some paintballs. Discover your artistic soul.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you are modern art?
Shh, silence. The artist must focus.
Freeing a stone subtle soul requires quite precision.
Good to see you, Geralt.
Please do not disturb. One house view is ruinous to the entire community.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different
subtle
array.
soul requires quite precision.
I got it! It's the Soretor!
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see.
Quite the noble color. Splendid! The sky over Toussaint before a storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array. That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine!
Gauze, scarlet, crimson oxblood. I see lips, full century-carded lips. The composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
It must be some
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
such talent. Exceptional. Would I ever have to meet him? It's a shame.
Needs I remind you. This painting is
Please do
rather...
not disturb.
It's very... I do hope this soiree concludes more
Hey
civilly
there.
than the last.
You look to me an artist of
Have you seen the Skelliger Isles?
True talent takes like the great heart.
The great one. He's a dancer.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
exceptional true. Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame he didn't come earlier.
Need I remind you that neither did you? This painting, it's rather... It's very...
Bloody colorful, that's what!
Do not disturb! Shoo, shoo!
It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still! You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Sintrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Sintrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
It's very bloody colorful, that's what.
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copul...
It must be something. Such talent. Exceptional true.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ah, how beautiful. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
As for that stipend, I'm sure you understand. There are a great many highly qualified.
We wish to be alone. Please, leave.
But are you sure it's an original? But are you sure it's an original?
Exceptional true. Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame he didn't come.
Need I remind you that neither did you?
Where are you?
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
The great one. But he's a dance.
That's to say, the other one. That is right.
We must throw off the manager's form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Bit of fist tech. Artists' way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Color establish accurate deliberations on the nature of existence. It is the
Consider yourself greeted.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Treacly refuse.
empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Empty heart-shaped box. Fist tech. Cecilia must have left it behind, numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
The great one. But he's a dancer.
That's to say, the other one. That is right.
Aren't they even? Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to me.
It's fine. Relax. Master.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.